got a big mouth. Came out there. I talk from my heart. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes. But my controversy probably. And it's not my fault. I'm trying to find my way in the world. You know, I'm trying to be somebody instead of just make money off everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so I go down paths that haven't been traveled before, and I usually mess up. But I learn, you know what I'm saying? I come back stronger. You know, I'm not talking ignorant, you know what I'm saying? So I obviously put thought into what I do. Your karma, everything that you do bad comes back to you. So anything that I'm doing that's bad, I'm going to have to suffer for it. But in my heart, I think what I'm doing is right. You know what I mean? And I think heaven is just, when you sleep with a good conscience. You don't have nightmares. And hell is...
What's going on, everyone? I'm so happy you decided to join me on this journey called Podcast Life. We will be discussing topics like celebrity gossip, life lesson, politics, and etc. This is a judge-free zone. Think of me as that homegirl that is so down to earth that you feel like you've been knowing for years. Remember, over here at the Boomerang Effect, the motto is never judge a book by its cover before opening it up and reading it. And remember, it's okay to agree to disagree. Just stand on what you're saying. Got it? Period. Please like, comment, share, give feedback, anything to help this podcast grow, because it is a voice for the people. So, love, peace, and unity. Mwah. What's going on, everyone? It is your girl, Queen Quee. Let's jump right on into it because it has been a minute. This is Hot Topics. One of Pop Smoke murderer suspects says he was so angry with a 15-year-old who allegedly killed him that he assaulted him afterwards. The 15-year-old was supposed to only take the watch. According to Rolling Stone, Corey Walker told the Los Angeles courtroom that he was so upset with the 15-year-old for killing Smoke that he assaulted him for doing so. Walker defense wrote, "It is clear from the evidence that Walker did not enter the house, was not armed, and did not personally kill the victim." So basically, the dudes that killed Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke is a rapper, for the people who do not know. He was a rapper that was killed. I want to say he had shared his location. He was at an Airbnb, and like most people do, they share their locations, or they probably put where they're at. I don't think he put exactly where he was at. I don't know if it was a mistake, but please don't quote me on that. But I just know that he was in an Airbnb and he got robbed, and then they also killed him afterwards. So the people that killed him is on trial now, and it's sad to say that it was a 15-year-old and also another adult. And I guess the dude now they're saying that, oh, I didn't kill him and I didn't have an intention to kill him. I basically was trying to steal his jewelry and stuff like that, and the 15-year-old had killed him. Me personally, I take robbery, thief. It's two things I don't like, and it's a thief and a liar. Those are the two most dangerous, disgusting people that I definitely. I'm sorry, you guys. Those are the two things that really bother me the most, because honestly, I am a young woman that grew up in a very, gang affiliated type of neighborhood, and we had a house and stuff like that, and we was homebody. My mom was a single mother with 4 kids, and I was a homebody. I was definitely a homebody. We stayed in the house. We didn't bother nobody. But to be honest with you, I think our house got robbed over the couple of years we stayed over there. I want to say our house got robbed over 10 times. And it was basically with people that stayed on the same street as us. So it is sad to say that this 15-year-old, first of all, someone lost their life, and then you're telling me that you was upset. The person who basically planned this robbery, you was upset with the 15-year-old for killing him because he was only supposed to take the watch, and that's it. And this is what I'm telling, people out here and stuff like that. Be mindful and aware of you guys surrounding. My dad got on me very badly one time because of course, you know, he been incarcerated and different type of stuff like that. And even though he never did go to jail for like on some stealing type stuff, he was just like, I'm saying, he was like, baby, you have to be aware of your surroundings. He said, it's sad to say, but sometimes you have to think like a criminal. He said, you cannot be too lenient. He was just like, yeah, you might show your location, like, oh, I'm at this restaurant. It's so nice. It's through this, especially on social media. And then you think you don't have no enemy. Somebody can either know exactly where you stay and try to rob you, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, run into your place while you ain't at home because you didn't drop your location, talking about you somewhere 20, 30 minutes away, or you just never know who's watching you. So be mindful when you sit out there and you put out information, because in this day of time, it is definitely sickening. This man lost his life all because the plan was to go in there and what, steal a watch, steal his jewelry. And then for the person, the adult in this situation, you're trying to justify, you know, like, well, that wasn't my intention is to kill him. It was only to rob him, you know. And trust and believe me, I got on the 15-year-old. I beat him up and I did something. Like, what type of crazy trauma is that? So, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that both of them, regardless of the fact, should be held accountable? How much time do you think these two young men deserve to get for taking a life? And yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, because I just really thought that was so weird. Okay, so this was another story that went viral. It said a Florida family on Facebook is going viral over this really sad situation. The man has been accused of grooming his 18-year-old goddaughter. The couple is allegedly married with a 2-year-old, and the mom is defending not being in her life. We cannot confirm or deny any of the details, but a Twitter user is breaking it down. Okay, so basically this story had went viral of a man. He was an older man. He got married to his goddaughter once she turned 18 years old. And they also have a 2-year-old. They have a child. So people are trying to put the timeline together because they're confused on how in the world did you end up with, you know, your goddaughter. That's weird. And then two, you know what I'm saying, she has a 2-year-old and she just turned 18. So you guys got married. All of a sudden, you start having feelings for her and stuff like that once she turned 18, and you've been around her since she was younger. Now, the mom was basically, she came out and she was upset because she was saying that this was like a dude that she was talking to. Like, he was basically like a trick. And, you know, and she had him around her kids and stuff like that, and all that type of stuff. So she feels so like she's upset, and she's just kind of like putting them on blast about the situation, because she's like, ain't nothing about this is a love story. You've been around my daughter since she was younger, and then all of a sudden when she turned 18 years old, you guys are married, and then y'all have a 2-year-old. Make it make sense. And then on top of that, you know, out of all the women, you go to her, you know, you go to this one. So he had a reputation. So they did go live, and this is what the young lady that is in a relationship with her ex goddaddy, I guess we can say that. This is what she had to say.
The internet about, me and him holding me. He never even held me as a baby. We never even knew each other, but it's fine though. Y'all can go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all think what y'all want to. Keep on, because at the end of the day, we're happy. I'm still married. He's still married. We is doing fine. Fine. We're doing fine. And I'm happy. And I love to see all the energy, even from the haters. I love to see it. Keep coming at us. Keep on the internet about, me and him holding me. First of all, we finna clear this up, okay? This whole post about, oh, that's her daughter. That is not. That is not. That is not.
That is not her daughter. That is my daughter at my mom's 80th birthday. Now run and tell that. Run and tell that. We finna end this right now with this. Play pussy, get fucked. Don't play with my family, you clowns.
And I have pictures of when I was a baby. That is not me. And that, if you look on the post, it clearly does not say 2000 and whatever. That was 2015. 2000 and what was it? 2016, 2017 actually.
Yes.
Yeah, like That was not even me. That wasn't. First of all, I was a little black baby. I looked just like my daughter when I was a baby. That is not me. So I don't know what y'all trying to throw together to put up there. First of all, we finna clear this up.
Story coming. We just letting everybody else get off their energy. I ain't been watching none of that shit y'all been talking about. None of it.
Okay, so that was them trying to explain the situation. She was just basically saying that he never held her. He did not know her because it was a picture going around with him holding a 2-year-old, like a 2 or 3-year-old at the time back in the day. And I was basically saying that was her in the picture. And she was saying like, no. But what are you guys' thoughts about that? Because, legally, that is not his biological. They're not biological related. But at the end of the day, it is weird. It's weird. In my opinion, it's very weird for you to even be trying to pursue someone that you knew at the age of, 5, 6, teenager, especially young teenager or whatever. So it's kind of like, I definitely don't give a pass on that. If you do like younger girls or whatever, you could have went to got anybody. Not only are you dating her and you married her, but then you also slept with her mom. So, baby, what in the hillbilly crap are you trying to pull? So, what are you guys' opinion? Do you feel like it's fair game? They was not related. It's a part of how it goes. They're both legal adults, so they can do what they want to. Or how would you feel? Or do you feel like at the end of the day, this man is a predator? Because I'm gonna let y'all know this now. I really do feel, and I remember I took a couple of child development classes. I would never forget. They said the number one thing predators tend to go after is single mother with multiple kids, because you know why? They feel like that they're very vulnerable. They don't they're not aware. They just want to be loved. They want to just be accepted. So therefore they go after women like that because it's easier. So what do you guys thought about that? Do you feel like he is a pervert, or do you feel like at the end of the day he a player? Let me know what you think. So okay, the next topic we will be talking about is, hold on, I'm sorry, it was a video. Darius McRae, Eddie Winslow publicly denied that he denied that he and the popular online personality and rapper Sydney Starr are an item. Okay, so anybody that knows Family Matters, Eddie Winslow, the man who played Eddie Winslow, he basically was recorded. He was like, it looked like he was at a photo shoot or something like that, and it was with a transgender, a lady that is very popular. She is a transgender, and in this video that they was rubbing on each other, baby. They was dancing to Tank. Now I ain't trying to be funny. Tank, one of my favorite R&B singers, and baby, he ain't got too many friendship songs, baby. Them songs is "Do You Want to Get Pregnant?" And Now. Them are very sexy, seductive songs. And then on top of that, in the background, uh him and the transgender Sydney Starr are dancing, grinding on each other, and she even give him a peck on his little lips and stuff like that. Now Eddie Winslow is saying it was a publicity stunt, like basically saying like, no, it's nothing like that. He has a fiance. He is not like that. He was just doing that because she was trying to get back on TV and stuff like that. But come on now, do you feel like it's all a front, or do you feel like in reality he was messing with this lady, and therefore, you know what I'm saying, he just ashamed because now people are calling him out? Now I remember verbatim when this video first came out, or it was because I think him and the lady was trying to get on Marriage Boot Camp, which is crazy because they wasn't even an item. I think like he did say, it was a publicity thing to get get her on back onto TV. But come on, you grinding on her, you know what I'm saying, you get, you kissing on her, and then y'all got Tank playing in the background when come on now, make it make sense. So what do you guys think? Do you think, regardless of the fact, it's no way that a straight man would attempt to do all of that just because at the end of the day that's a friend of theirs and they want to support them? Or do you feel like at the end of the day he didn't dip back in the dip sack and, you know what I'm saying, trying to get teabagged? Okay, next subject. Natari from Power and also 3LW, she had admitted on the Breakfast Club that MTV Cribs was on MTV Cribs, the house that they showed was rented. Let's see what she says.
I watch, like when I'm in the scene, I'm like, yo, this really happened to me.
Yeah.
That Cribs episode,
The Cribs, yeah.
I lived it. I was doing a fake Cribs. I'm telling everybody now on the Breakfast Club. MTV did the Cribs, and like back when 3LW was hot, we had to pretend, but I didn't have a car, I didn't have a house, I didn't have any of those things, but we was
So you didn't have a crib.
They had to do MTV Cribs.
We did MTV Cribs.
So you didn't have a crib to do the
I'm
crib.
doing an episode very similar to that without
That's
giving too much
funny.
away, where you see how fake we have to project
Wow.
this image,
Mhm.
and I literally did that and had to clean the house by 7 o'clock to give it back to the owner.
Y'all had to clean the house too?
And get out.
They
Y'all
got
had to
clean
clean
up
the
your
house.
own
Maids
stuff.
too.
We had to clean up all of our stuff, get a cleaning person. Not
Okay.
like,
I was like, I thought y'all was scouring.
Okay, so this is very interesting to me, and this is the reason why I really wanted to kind of bring them to the forefront, because I really feel like people need to stop looking into these celebrities and these Instagrams and social media people and just putting them on so much of a high standard, and you're dying to get clout and go viral and be in their position. And I love the fact that she was authentic and real enough just to kind of like put it out there, like, I didn't even have a car and stuff like that, and we rented out that house. See, back then, this is the reason why I separate and said that they want to portray like, oh, we got the money, cars, and jewelry, but half of these rappers and stuff like that and singers and stuff is dead broke. They only making money off of their shows and stuff like that and the concerts. And then once that is all over, the thrill is gone. Whether their music is still popular and still getting streamed, they're not getting that money. They're not seeing that money unless they're probably 9 times out of 10 performing it. So that's the reason why it brings me back to even when it came down to Pop Smoke, when I had said something about those two young men looking at what he had on social media and how he portrayed the lifestyle, and then they killed this man all over some jewelry and watches or whatever materialistic stuff, and then this man passed away and don't even have rights over his masters or his music, and they're making a killing off of it because, like they sit up here and say, when these celebrities die, they make way 10 times more money, when they're dead than alive. And it's sad to say, I don't think a lot of record labels want to put that out there, but at the end of the day, they know for a fact. And then, that's why it's so crazy when people want to go all on the internet and be like, oh, I'm finna stream and I'm finna buy these CDs and like that. Please make for sure these people even have rights to their music and, the merchandise and all this type of stuff before you get the buying up all this stuff. All you doing is making the people that did not care about them while they was here richer. So yeah, that just was kind of like a testament to let people know, do not be so eager to want to look in social media and look at these people lifestyles and these celebrity people lifestyle. 9 times out of 10, you living and driving something way better than them, living better than them, and really on the cool making more money than them. So always focus on your own bag and your own goals and stuff like that. Please don't be on the outside looking in, because I guarantee you, half for everybody who have made it, some of them are literally wishing that they can just to go back to be normal where it was all good. So yeah, I thought that was very interesting. Howard University student protests poor housing conditions such as water leaks, roaches, and rats. Let's get into the
Angie,
story.
we are talking rats, we're talking roaches, mold. Those are just some of the issues that students here at Howard University are complaining about. Now, we were previously at the protest earlier. We were kicked off campus, so now we're standing outside of the Blackburn Center, which is right behind this building here. That is where dozens of protesters are sitting outside. Many more are sitting inside of the Blackburn Center who can't leave or risk losing their efforts. Video sent to Fox 5 shows water pouring out of pipes, expired air filters with mold and mildew.
Look at this. Like, are you serious?
And mushrooms growing on ceilings and walls. With tuition being nearly $50,000 a year, they say they're frustrated with how Howard University's administration has handled the situation. Many students we spoke to want to remain anonymous out of fear of getting Angie, we are talking rats, we're talking roaches, mold, of getting expelled.
So her entire room flooded.
A close friend of mine, same thing, roof collapsed, there's mold in the dorms.
And in the meantime, they were not concerned with how she was getting by.
The group Live Movement, a coalition of students from historically Black colleges and universities, originally invited faculty and school officials to a town hall Tuesday night to address their concerns. Instead, police arrived on campus to try to remove students. Students are now demanding an in-person meeting with administrators by the end of the month, voting power for student representatives on the Board of Trustees, and further discussion of housing plans for future students. Howard University tweeting a statement saying in part they support the right to a peaceful protest, and during a student town hall, a small group interrupted the constructive dialogue and instigated the sit-in. They went on to say they have sat down with student leaders for lunch to open up a conversation about their concerns over the past 2 weeks of getting expelled.
So her entire room.
Okay, so that is Howard University, and that is very sad. I know that is very heartbreaking to a lot of students that probably waited their whole life and they put in the work, and for them to be living in those type of conditions, yeah, and some people's like, well, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's better than what they probably was living in and stuff like that. That doesn't matter. If someone is paying all this money to go to school, even if they got there on a scholarship, like treat people like you want to be treated. Like, it's very sickening to me to sit up here and know that these young adults are living like that. They're leaving this is the first experience of life, especially when they have worked there, but that ain't no easy school to get into, like no rinky dinky school up the street or whatever to get into. That is a good school. And it takes a lot of hard work to get in there, just to sit up there and go to a living situation that you're not immune to, far as roaches and roofs caving in and leaks and stuff like that. And yeah, a lot of them are scared to speak out and stuff like that, and bring it to their attention, because this is a part of life. You're gonna go through trials and tribulations, but I'd be damned if my parents or my financial aid, or if I got scholarship or whatever, I sit up there and that'll be my college experience, and I know for a fact y'all are getting paid. Y'all are getting a lot of money for for us to be here, for the school. So fix the stuff and get it done properly. So let's keep those students and stuff like that in our prayer, because that is very devastating to know that they are living in those conditions and they are scared to speak out because they do not want to get, expelled or picked on through, the administrators and the schools and stuff like that, because y'all know how it go. That's even if you say something to your landlord in some apartments or whatever. Yeah, they're affordable or whatever the case might be. Yeah, we know we have rights, but who wants to sit up here and consistently get into it with people that's over all your information, or that's over your livelihood to a certain extent when it comes down to where you lay your head and stuff is. So let's keep them in our prayers, and hopefully things have got way much better and the protest was definitely peaceful. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up with this last thing. I really want to listen to what this young lady had to say, and I thought that it would be good to share.
Have to get to know every part of yourself. You need to know those areas that need improvement. You need to heal those wounds. You need to truly value who you are inside and out. At no point should you have to look for someone else to give you your value, to make you feel worth. Like, that should never be the case. And that is why so many relationships don't work, because it is true. You need two complete people to make a relationship. You can't have a half a person and a third of a person over here trying to be together and it be a successful, fulfilling relationship. You're going to drain each other. Like, your worth should always come from inside. And if it doesn't, you don't need no man. I don't care how fine he is. I don't care what career he has. I don't care if he in the NBA. I don't care if he a lawyer. It ain't gonna work. So it's just best to be purposeful, intentional about your single season. You have to get to know every part of yourself.
Okay, and the reason why I want to end with that because oh my God, I've been already preaching about self-care and taking care of yourself mentally and physically because we give so much out. Yes, you, the person who is listening to this is who I'm talking to. You give so much out. You do so much for other people. So please do not become selfish when it comes down to your happiness and your self-care, your mental, like do anything, like whatever makes you happy. You might have to go out or get that favorite food and stuff like that and just enjoy it to yourself. You might have to, whatever brings you peace, I would say. Like, I mean, everybody have different ways. It could be getting your hair and nails done. It can be going grocery shopping. It could be just sitting back, relaxing, taking a nice nap, getting a massage. It can be anything. Please be mindful to you have to figure out yourself and love yourself. If you're no good, how can you really be good to anybody else? And it goes for people that's in a relationship or not, or that are single. Know yourself before you sit up here and put on all that armor, and then next thing you know, you're dragging an innocent person into all your mess and drama and guarded up decisions and stuff like that. Be mindful that don't hurt nobody else in the process of you trying to grow and learn yourself because you're paranoid, you're overthinking it. It's too good to be true, so you're gonna do anything to sabotage it. So that's because you're not secure within yourself. And I know a lot of people be like, well, now I got self-esteem. I ain't insecure. I know I got it. That's fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, you know you got it. But are you using it? Do you know you got it? Because as people, sometimes we feel guilty for even buying ourselves some, especially for the parents. I'm talking to the parents, especially all the mothers, the single mothers, and even the fathers and stuff like that. They probably do, go over and aboard for their kids, and they still feel bad and guilty because they're not, there all the time. So I mean, it can goes both ways. Please take heed because then all you will be doing will be hurting and hindering other people in the process of you trying to grow and learn yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Please like, share, comment. Let me know what you think about any situation that I talked about. I would love to hear from you guys, and I will talk to you next time. Mwah!